This is a Rottweiler. These are different types of Rottweilers.
Hold on. The Rottweiler theory. Hey, listen.
If we gonna go here, let's go here right. I'm gonna allow you to take my theory that I introduced to you in Orlando, the Rottweiler theory.
If we're gonna really be honest, I sent it to you by Mind5. So it was my theory that E put in a graphic. Now go ahead.
So we just use this as an example, but basically the Rottweiler theory is a play on how Negroes were created. We start with this Rottweiler. Rottweiler, if you know the history of Rottweiler, came from a town in Germany. That's the name. That's the dog. The breed of the dog came from a town in Germany called Rottweiler.
Mm-hmm.
So they use the name of the town to denote the dog that they had. The dog was known as being this big dog that was able to carry and haul stuff. So this Rottweiler, the traditional Rottweiler, looked like this on the left. It was very dark. Dog had brown spots. Now over time, you start breeding it with other types of dogs, and they got lighter dogs. You had like brown Rottweilers. Sound familiar? And then all of a sudden, we got breeds that started coming up that were a little bit darker and lighter in the middle. And then we got some on the right where they breeded this dog with another type of breed of dog. You also got albino light Rottweilers that actually had the same features physically, but they are white. So over time, when you do this, the price for the dog goes up because people want this dog, but they know that this dog everybody can get. So they said, hey, we can't get the authentic Rottweiler. Let's start breeding it with all types of dogs, but we still gonna keep the name Rottweiler to denote the dog, even though we breed it with all of these other types of breeds of dogs. No matter what, it's gonna still be a Rottweiler because Rottweilers are very, very profitable. And people don't even know what a goddamn Rottweiler is. All they know that it's supposed to be good. It's supposed to be a good breed of dog. So over time, just like Negroes, Rottweilers started looking like this. Imagine all of these dogs are now defined as Rottweiler. So no matter what, they fall into the category of Rottweiler, not because they came from that small town of Rottweiler in Germany, but because they defined the dog as Rottweiler because it fell into a certain color scheme for its fur. Its fur denoted what type of dog it was. And since it had a darker color, a coat, then this dog now becomes Rottweiler. So now all these dogs, because they fall into a certain color scheme, becomes a Rottweiler, no matter what. That's what they did with Negro. They said, regardless of what it is, if you got any relation to anybody that's in the Negro race group, you will be defined as Negro. Now we fast forward into now, where we're at now, today, with this colorism scheme. People believe that because they lighter skin, that they might be better because they closer to white. But white is just another race group. It doesn't have any kind of reality to it other than what we make it based off of what we believe it to be. But it doesn't have any actual empirical evidence. It's just another race group that we've been divided into. But it makes us feel good because we believe that these race groups are real. We can't let it go. It's just
something. Let me ask you a question. Is it any different than us believing in different religions? Yeah. I mean, we identifying as different groups.
That's pretty much what the
our beliefs.
But how many people are shot and killed because they Christian or Muslim?
I mean, what's the difference? Division by groups is the same as race.
Same concept. Exactly.
No,
it is.
It's the same concept, but in America, how many people are treated accordingly because of their religious beliefs? When you stop by the cops, are they asking you, or if you running from the cops, are they going to call into the radio? We got a Christian. It's running down 45.
No, they might say we got a black girl or a black man over here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a race-based society, not a religious-based.
But like you said, there have been people that have been killed for their religion too. But I think that like for instance, after 9/11, Muslims. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that I'm just agreeing with you, Ephraim. Like, I feel like it's all just a box. It's all just a name that was given that either you accept it or you didn't accept. And because it's language, it ain't no different than me saying, you know, I discovered bread, so I'm gonna name it after myself. So everybody gonna call bread Danielle. That's what this is going to be. This is going to be Danielle because that's what I named it. I discovered it. And even though they didn't discover Black people, because they were the ones in power, they had the ability to just name things and people followed. We just follow. Just like when you find a new species or a new germ or a new bacteria, whoever somebody's going to name it. And that's what everybody's going to accept it is.